Hi, Libra. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. The tears you cried when nobody was watching, I need you to know they were seen, every single one of them. The ones in the car, the ones at 3 a.m., the ones you wiped away quickly before anyone noticed. The ones that came out of nowhere in the middle of a regular day because something reminded you of how hard things have been. Every single one of those tears was witnessed. And not just witnessed, recorded. And what I'm about to tell you today is that the accounting is complete. And what's coming back to you right now is the most specific and most beautiful answer to every single one of those tears. And before we pull, drop a comment right now and say, I claim my miracle. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that right now and hit the notification bell so you never miss a reading, and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so today I'm pulling tarot cards for structure and weaving oracle cards in throughout. Because for a reading like this, about tears that were seen and a miracle that's coming, I want to get as close to the actual divine truth of what's happening as possible. 4 sections. Section 1, what God saw when you were crying in secret. Section 2, why the payback is happening right now. Section 3, what the miracle actually looks like. And Section 4, what comes after the miracle lands. Let's pull Section 1, what God saw when you were crying in secret. The moon, the 9 of swords, the 4 of cups, and the oracle card. Every tear was a prayer you didn't have words for. Okay, the moon, the 9 of swords, the 4 of cups, and the oracle card. Every tear was a prayer you didn't have words for what God saw when you were crying in secret. And I want to walk through every single one of these. The moon first. And the moon is the private world card, the what happens when nobody's watching card. And in this position, the moon is showing me the specific quality of your secret crying, like not just sad, deeply private, like you understood on some level that what you were going through was too big to explain to most people, too layered, too complex. So you kept it, carried it, and cried with it alone. And the moon doesn't miss anything. What happens in the dark is fully visible to the divine. And every moment you sat alone with something too heavy to share, that was fully seen. Every detail of it, every layer of it. And the moon in this position is the universe confirming nothing you carried alone was actually carried alone. Then the 9 of swords. And the 9 of swords is the lying awake card, the 3 a.m. card. And in this position, it's showing me the specific texture of what you've been going through. The nights that were loud even when the house was quiet. The replaying, the worrying, the wondering when things are going to shift. And I want to say something about the 9 of swords that I think really matters. The 9 of swords person isn't weak. There's someone who feels deeply and cares deeply and is carrying something real. And the carrying is exhausting. And God saw the exhaustion, not just the tears, the exhaustion underneath the tears, the effort of getting up every day and continuing anyway. And that effort did not go unnoticed. Then the 4 of cups, and the 4 of cups is the withdrawn card, the sitting alone under a tree card. And in this position, it's showing me that there were moments, maybe long stretches of moments, where things felt flat, where the joy felt far away, where you were going through the motions and hoping nobody noticed that something in you was dimmed. And the 4 of cups isn't depression necessarily. It's the specific feeling of being in a waiting room, of knowing something needs to change, but not being able to see how yet. And sitting in that waiting room is one of the loneliest feelings there is. And God saw you sitting there in the flat moments, in the going through the motions moments. And what's coming right now is the answer to every one of those moments. And then the oracle card, every tear was a prayer you didn't have words for. And your guides said it exactly like that. Every tear was a prayer you didn't have words for. Because sometimes what we're going through is too big for language, too real for the words we have available. And so it comes out as tears, as the body saying what the mouth can't. And God receives tears as prayer, every single one of them. The ones cried in the car and at 3 a.m. and in the shower and in the middle of ordinary days, all of them received, all of them heard. And the miracle coming right now is the answer to every prayer you didn't know you were sending. Drop a comment and say every tear was heard, because they were, every single one. Section 2, why the payback is happening right now. The Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment card, the Star, and the Oracle card, the season of waiting is over. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment card, the Star, and the Oracle card, the season of waiting is over for why the payback is happening right now. And this section is so important. Let me walk through it. Wheel of Fortune first. And the Wheel of Fortune is the divine timing card. And I want to say something about divine timing because I think it's misunderstood a lot. Divine timing isn't the universe being slow, it's the universe being precise. Like, the miracle couldn't come before now because certain things needed to be in place first. Certain things needed to fall away. Certain versions of yourself needed to be built. And the Wheel of Fortune in this position is saying, all of that is done. The preparation is complete. And the wheel is turning right now in your direction. And when the wheel turns with Jupiter energy behind it, because the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion and luck, what arrives is bigger than what you were expecting. And what you've been expecting is already significant. So what's actually coming is even more than the Judgment card. And the Judgment card in this position is the divine response. Like Judgment is the trumpet sounding. The Resurrection card, the something that was held back is now released card. And what the Judgment card is showing me about why the payback is happening right now. The holding period is over. Whatever was being held, the abundance, the love, the recognition, the shift was held because the timing wasn't right. And now the timing is right. And the Judgment card doesn't ease things in. It arrives clearly, completely. And what's arriving right now in your life, what the tears called in and the prayers sent and the waiting accumulated is arriving with Judgment card energy, which means fast, which means complete, which means now then the Star. And the Star in this position is why the payback is specifically for you. Because the Star is the hope card. And I want to ask you something. Even in the hardest moments, even in the 9 of Swords nights and the 4 of Cups flatness and the secret tears, did some part of you still hope, even just a little, even just the tiniest ember of something that said, it's going to be okay, it's going to shift, something better is coming? Because the Star in this position is telling me, yes, that ember stayed lit, even when everything else felt dark. And the star that stays lit through the hardest season is the specific kind of faith that calls in miracles. And your star stayed lit. And what's coming is the answer to the light you kept burning. And then the Oracle card, the season of waiting is over. And your guides said it like an announcement. The season of waiting is over, not winding down, not almost over, over. And the waiting season, the Nine of Swords nights, the Four of Cups flatness, the secret tears, the prayers with no words, that season served its purpose. It built something in you. It cleared things that needed to go. It positioned you for exactly what's coming. And now it's done. And what replaces it is the miracle. Drop a comment and say the waiting is over, because it is. And what's coming next is everything. Section 3. What the miracle actually looks like. The Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, and the Oracle card. It's coming from a direction you didn't expect. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, and the Oracle card, it's coming from a direction you didn't expect. 5 cards for what the miracle actually looks like, and every single one of these matters. Let me walk through all of them. Ace of Pentacles first. And the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new material beginning. Something tangible, something real, something that shows up in your physical world in a way that you can actually hold. And in this position, the Ace of Pentacles is telling me that part of the miracle is material, financial, physical, like something arriving in your actual life that changes the material circumstances. And the Ace of Pentacles isn't a small thing, it's a new beginning, which means it's not just one good thing, it's the opening of a chapter of good things. And the Ace of Pentacles, after the tears and the waiting and the Nine of Swords nights, is the universe saying, here, this is the first thing, and it's real, and it's for you. Then the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is the victory card, the recognition card. And in this position, the Six of Wands is showing me that part of the miracle involves being seen, correctly seen, by the right people, in the right way, at the right time. And the Six of Wands, after a season of secret tears, after a season of carrying things that felt invisible to everyone around you, the Six of Wands recognition has a specific quality of finally, like the thing you've been doing in the quiet, getting acknowledged in the loud. And for some of you, this is literal, a professional recognition, an opportunity, something that shows up and says what you've been building matters and people are paying attention. And for all of you, it's the energetic version of that, the universe acknowledging what you've been carrying and saying, I see you, and here's what that seeing looks like in your actual life. Then the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups, as part of the miracle, this is the emotional fulfillment component, the joy that lives in the body, the love that's real and present and not a performance. And for some of you, this is a specific person, a relationship that arrives or shifts or deepens in a way that answers the loneliest version of the secret tears. And for all of you, it's the felt experience of, I am okay. I am more than okay. My life feels genuinely good. And after the waiting season, after the flatness and the nights and the going through the motions, the Ten of Cups arriving in the miracle section is God saying, I saw the loneliness too. And this is what I'm sending for it. Then the Lovers, and the Lovers in this position is the divine alignment card. And I don't just mean romantic love, though for many of you that's part of it. The Lovers is soul level recognition, the sense of this fits, this is right. This is what I was waiting for even when I didn't know I was waiting. And the Lovers in the miracle section is showing me that part of what's coming has that quality, that specific click of something aligning that makes you understand why everything before this moment happened the way it did. And the alignment coming, the click of the Lovers card, is the answer to the Four of Cups waiting, to the room where you sat and wondered when something was going to feel right again. And it's going to feel right, completely right. In a way, you'll recognize the moment it arrives. And then the Oracle card, it's coming from a direction you didn't expect. And this is one of my favorite Oracle cards in the whole reading. because it's so specific about the how. The miracle isn't coming through the door you've been watching. It's not arriving through the channel you've been expecting. It's not the thing you've been trying to make happen. It's coming from a direction you didn't expect, a person you didn't see coming, an opportunity through a channel you weren't watching, a shift in an area you'd almost given up on. And the unexpected direction is the miracle's signature. Because God's solutions are almost never the obvious ones. And when something arrives from a direction you didn't expect, and it answers every prayer you were sending, that's how you know it's real. Drop a comment and say, my miracle is coming, because it is. And it's closer than you think. Section 4. What comes after the miracle lands? The Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, the World, the Sun, and the Oracle card. This is just the beginning of what God has for you. Okay, the Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, the World, the Sun, and the Oracle card. This is just the beginning of what God has for you, for what comes after the miracle lands. And I need you to really receive every single one of these cards. The Empress first. And the Empress after the miracle is who you become. Not who you have to perform being, who you actually become when the tears stop being secret and the waiting is over and the miracle lands. And the Empress doesn't struggle, doesn't chase, doesn't spend her energy proving her worth. She receives, she expands, she exists in full abundance as the most natural thing in the world. And what the miracle does, what the payback for the secret tears does, is call the Empress out of you. And the Empress that comes out on the other side of all this has been through something. And what she went through made her more, not less, more than the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles after the miracle is the lasting quality of what's coming. Because the miracle isn't a one-time thing. The Ace of Pentacles was the beginning. The Ten of Pentacles is where it goes. And the Ten of Pentacles is generational energy, legacy energy, building something that compounds over time. And after the season of tears and waiting and Nine of Swords nights, the Ten of Pentacles is the universe saying the return on your investment isn't just adequate, it's abundant. It's the kind of abundance that keeps giving, that keeps expanding. That doesn't dry up when the first good thing arrives. It was just the beginning of a sustained pattern of good things. And your life on the other side of the miracle arriving is the Ten of Pentacles life. And it's extraordinary. Then the world. And the world after everything in this reading, after the secret tears and the divine witnessing and the season of waiting ending and the miracle arriving, the world is the full circle, the completion, the arriving at the destination the whole journey was pointing toward. And the world card person doesn't wonder anymore. They know. They've arrived somewhere real and solid and completely theirs. And the arriving has a quality of, oh, this is what was coming. This is why I had to go through what I went through. This is the answer. And the world after your specific journey, after the tears that were prayers and the star that stayed lit and the miracle from the unexpected direction, is the most earned version of arrival there is. Then the sun. And the sun as part of what comes after, this is the feeling of it. Not just the external circumstances, the internal experience, the joy that lives in the body, the clarity, the lights fully on, the fog completely lifted. And the sun after a season of moon darkness and Nine of Swords nights is one of the most specific kinds of relief. Because you know what the darkness felt like. You know what the waiting felt like. And knowing what the darkness felt like makes the sun landing feel like everything. Like a weight you forgot you were carrying, just lifting. And the sun is that lifting. And it's coming. And when it arrives, you're going to feel it in your whole body. And you're going to understand every single tear was worth it. And then the Oracle card, this is just the beginning of what God has for you. And your guides saved this for last in this section because it's the most important context for everything that's coming. The miracle that's arriving right now, the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups and the Lovers from the unexpected direction, that's not the whole thing. That's the beginning of the whole thing. And what God has for you, what was being prepared during the season of secret tears, is bigger than the first miracle. The first miracle is just proof. Proof that the accounting is real. Proof that every tear was recorded. Proof that the season of waiting is genuinely over. And what comes after the proof is everything the proof was pointing to. Drop a comment and say this is just the beginning, because it is. And what's coming is more than you've asked for. Okay, tea leaf cards, 6 of them, getting very specific. First tea leaf card, a closed door opening from the other side. A closed door opening from the other side. And this is the miracle in the tea leaves. A closed door opening from the other side. Meaning you didn't push it. You didn't force it. You didn't find a way to pick the lock. It opened from the other side by something bigger than what you could engineer. And this tea leaf card is showing me the specific quality of what's coming. It's being opened for you, not by you. And all the effort you've been putting into trying to push doors open, you can put down now because the right door is opening on its own from the other side. And what's coming through it is everything that was being held until the moment was right. Next tea leaf card. Tears being collected and turned into something precious. Tears being collected and turned into something precious. And this image, it moved me when it came through because there's an ancient idea that tears are precious, that they don't fall without purpose. And this tea leaf card is showing me that every single tear you cried in secret, the ones in the car and at 3 a.m. and in the shower, was being collected and transformed into something. And the something that your tears are being turned into right now is the substance of the miracle. Like the tears were the raw material, and God took the raw material and made something with it. And what he made is what's arriving now. And it's precious. And it's specifically yours because it was made from your specific tears. Next tea leaf card, 1111 appearing everywhere. The confirmation signal, 1111 appearing everywhere, the confirmation signal. And your guides put this in the tea leaves specifically for those of you who've been seeing 1111 on the clock, on receipts, on addresses, in random places that felt too specific to be random. And 1111 is the master number, the spiritual awakening number, the universe's way of flagging, pay attention, something's aligning, you're in the window. And this tea leaf card is the universe confirming that the 1111 signs you've been seeing were not random. They were the notification, the heads up. The miracle is in transit signal, and the signal has been right. And if you keep seeing 1111 after watching this, that's your confirmation. The miracle is moving. Next tea leaf card. Someone finding out in private what they'll celebrate in public. Someone finding out in private what they'll celebrate in public. And this tea leaf card is so specific about the timing of the miracle. Like, there's a moment coming, a private moment, just you, where something lands, where you find out, where you receive the thing. And it's private first, quiet first, just you and the miracle and the full weight of, oh, this is real. This is actually happening. And then comes the public version, the celebrating, the sharing, the people around you witnessing what happened. And this tea leaf card is showing me that the private moment is close, really close. And when it comes, when you have your private miracle moment, drop a comment and tell us, because we want to be part of the celebrating that comes after. Next tea leaf card. The version of you who cried in secret, meeting the version of you who has everything. The version of you who cried in secret, meeting the version of you who has everything. And this image, this one, because there is a moment coming, and it's closer than you think, where you will look at your life and you will think about the version of you who cried in the car, who lay awake at night, who sat in the Four of Cups flatness wondering when things would shift. And you will meet that version of yourself in a moment of complete gratitude. And the meeting will feel like, oh, you made it. You actually made it. And everything you cried over brought you here. And here is the version of your life with everything. And it's real. And it's coming. And the meeting is going to be one of the most significant moments of your life. And the last tea leaf card. God's handwriting on what looked like an ordinary day. God's handwriting on what looked like an ordinary day. And your guides saved this for last because it's the most specific thing they could say about how the miracle arrives. It's going to arrive on what looks like an ordinary day. Not a special day, not a day you prepared for, an ordinary Tuesday, a regular morning, a nothing special afternoon, and then something happens. And the handwriting is unmistakable, the specific answer to the specific prayer. The door opening from the other side, the unexpected direction delivering exactly what was needed. And you'll know in the moment that it wasn't ordinary at all, that what looked like a regular day was actually the day everything changed. And that day is coming. Okay, final messages from your guides. 6 cards. God saw the tears you hid from everyone else. God saw the tears you hid from everyone else, and your guides want this to be the first message. Because sometimes when we've been carrying things privately, when the tears have been secret, we wonder if we were just alone in it, if anyone actually saw, if it mattered, if the pain registered anywhere. And your guides are saying with complete specificity, God saw the tears you hid from everyone else, not the tears you showed people, not the ones that got witnessed and comforted, the hidden ones, the 3 a.m. ones, the car ones, the shower ones, those specifically seen, recorded, held. And the miracle coming is the specific response to the tears that nobody else saw. And the response is worth everything the hiding cost. Next, final card. The waiting wasn't punishment, it was preparation. The waiting wasn't punishment, it was preparation. And your guides are so clear here because the season of waiting, the 9 of Swords nights and the 4 of Cups flatness and the wondering when things would shift, it can feel like punishment, like something is being withheld, like you're being kept from what should be yours. And your guides are saying, no, the waiting was preparation, specific, intentional, loving preparation. Things were being arranged, doors were being moved into position, the right people were being brought to the right places, and you were being built into the version of yourself who can actually receive and hold and sustain what's coming. And the waiting made the receiving possible, and the receiving is now. Next, final card. Your breakthrough is already written. You're just living toward it. Your breakthrough is already written. You're just living toward it. And this message. Because sometimes in the waiting, we think the outcome is uncertain, that it could go either way, that maybe it won't happen. And your guides are saying, no, it's already written. The breakthrough is already in the book. And you are living toward it right now. Every ordinary day that passes, every moment between now and when the miracle lands, you're living towards something that is already decided. And that means the uncertainty you feel right now is just the distance between where you are and where you're going. And the distance is closing every single day. And the arrival is certain. Next final card. Receive it fully. Don't minimize what God sends. Receive it fully. Don't minimize what God sends. And your guides are being so specific here because this is something that happens when the miracle arrives, when the door opens from the other side and the Ace of Pentacles lands and the Six of Wands recognition comes. Sometimes the first instinct is to minimize it, to go, oh, it's probably not as good as it seems, or this probably won't last, or I don't want to get my hopes up. And your guides are saying, no, receive it fully. Let it land completely. Let the joy be as big as it wants to be. Let the gratitude fill the whole room. Because minimizing what God sends is a way of not fully saying yes to it. And the miracle deserves a full yes. And you deserve to feel every bit of what's coming, fully, completely, without holding back. Next final card. Save this reading. Come back when the miracle arrives. Save this reading and come back when the miracle arrives. Save it right now. Bookmark it. Share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Because when you share something like this, what comes back to you is tenfold every single time. And come back when the door opens from the other side. Come back when the 1111 signs get confirmed. Come back when the ordinary day turns out to not be ordinary at all. Look back at this moment and understand this is where you found out it was coming before it arrived. And when you come back, drop a comment and tell us what happened. Because it's going to happen, and we want to celebrate with you. And the very last card, every tear is about to make sense. Every tear is about to make sense. And your guides saved the most complete truth for last. Because right now, in the middle of the waiting, in the final stretch before the miracle lands, some of the tears might still feel like they didn't add up to anything. Like you went through all of that, and here you still are, waiting, hoping, and your guides are saying every single tear is about to make sense. Not eventually, not in some vague future. Now, the accounting is complete. The return is arriving. The season of waiting is over. And when the miracle lands, when the door opens from the other side and the everyday Tuesday turns out to be the day everything changed, you're going to understand every single tear, why it came, what it was building toward, what it called in, and every one of them led here to this, to what's coming, to everything that was always meant for you. Okay, so to wrap this whole thing up, and every word of this matters. You cried in secret, and God saw every tear, and He is paying you back now. And a miracle is coming your way. The moon and the 9 of swords and the 4 of cups showed us what God saw when you were crying in secret. The private world, the 3 a.m. nights, the waiting room flatness, and tears that were prayers you didn't have words for. The Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment card and the star showed us why the payback is happening right now. Divine timing, the trumpet sounding, the hope that stayed lit. The Ace of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Cups and the Lovers showed us what the miracle actually looks like, coming from a direction you didn't expect. And the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles and the World and the Sun showed us what comes after. This is just the beginning of what God has for you, and the door opening from the other side. Tears turned into something precious. 1111 everywhere. The private moment before the public celebration. The version of you who cried in secret, meeting the version of you who has everything. God's handwriting on what looked like an ordinary day. All of it confirming every tear was seen. And the answer is here. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, I claim my miracle. And every tear was heard, and this is just the beginning, because every word of that is true. And the ordinary day that changes everything is coming. Save this reading. Share it with someone who needs to hear this today. When you share it, what comes back to you is tenfold, and come back when the miracle arrives. Drop a comment and tell us, because we want to celebrate with you. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up. It genuinely helps Moonveil Tarot reach more people who need this message. Drop a comment and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a reading. Thank you so much for being here today. Take really good care of yourself. Keep the star burning. And remember, every tear was seen, and every one of them is about to make sense. This is Moonveil Tarot signing off. Bye, loves.